It has been said in life you're either a spectator or a participant. Local Army veteran Charles Everly realized that at a very early age and jumped at his chance to get involved during the Vietnam War. It's a veteran's voice that served his country by using his intelligence.
I graduated from high school at 17.
And it wasn't long after that Charles Everly knew he was destined for something else.
Went to BC for just a little while, and things just weren't clicking.
So in October of 1968, Charles joined the U.S. Army, and following a placement test, he chose military intelligence.
And went through what they call an intelligence analyst course. And I graduated from there, and then that's where they sent me to 2nd PSYOP Group. When I went to Saigon for my unit, that's where the headquarters is at. They said, well, you know, they gave me a voucher and says, hey, go downstairs at the hotel, man, that's where everybody stays.
His unit responsible for psychological warfare.
There's all the different units would send a request for a psychological operation.
The majority of missions involved a program called Chu Hoi.
We try to convince a person that they decide to come over to our side, okay? And we call that Chu Hoi. And they have this Chu Hoi place that they would go that, you know, they would play volleyball and kick back, you know, and not get killed, right? And so whenever a person would Chu Hoi, they would do this, they would take a picture of this person, right? And then they would make a leaflet of this person, and then we'd go out and drop it on his unit, you know. Have you seen Fred? Well, you know, Fred's in Chu Hoi camp now, kicking it.
And sometimes the leaflet drop preceded a bigger one.
Sometimes we play tapes or music, and we say, ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes, B-52's coming. So you might want to think about Chu Hoi.
Once his tour was up, Charles stayed in Southeast Asia in Japan, an 18-year-old kid intent on seeing the world.
So I went to, you know, Tokyo and here and Taiwan and Bangkok, and I got a chance to see most of Asia.
He returned home in 1973 and attended Cal State Bakersfield on the GI Bill, getting his degree in public administration.
Because he looks like he's staring out on America, you follow me?
Everly recently took part in honor flight, returning to Washington for the first time since intelligence training more than 50 years ago.
Being on the honor flight is being in the game. In terms of life, in terms of being a participant.
The memorials providing the perfect tribute to a mantra he has lived by all his life.
We weren't a spectator, we were the participant.
Do you think too many people go through life being a spectator?
Yes.
Charles is a member of the Buffalo Soldiers and the Red Tails Project, keeping history alive.
At the end of the day, I'm 70 years old, right? And I look back at my life and I say, life is all about the many experiences that you had. You know, if you didn't experience it, then what was you doing?
Tested and proven, a life of service, searching for his next adventure.
And his grandfather, Henry Everly, was enslaved but escaped and fought with the Union Army during the Civil War. Meantime, funeral services for local World War II veteran Lee Edmond will take place tomorrow at Mission Family Mortuary on California Avenue. Edmond served in the Army with an occupation force at the end of the war processing German POWs. He was on Honor Flight 42 in September and was one of 4 local veterans who got to lay the wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. Lee Edmond was 93 years old.